No. It's just like every time, like I remember every time, because I didn't party that much in high school.
I knew you were gonna bring it up.
Should I even bring it up?
Go ahead. It's fine.
It just like every time I saw you, it was low key lit, like all the time.
I just did not care.
You didn't give a fuck.
No.
And when was that mindset shift? Like, was there a moment in your life, maybe spiritually or
Probably
maybe
when
just
I started
mindset?
doing nails, because I still was like low key getting fucked up like
When you
that.
started doing what?
Started doing nails.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, all right, I need to get it together. Cause like even like outside of like out of high school, like looking college or not in college, but like outside of high school, I was still like partying and stuff. But
And I don't hold on. Let's not. I'm not making it seem like it's a bad thing. I fucking
no,
party to this day,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
But
just
it's like I was partying and I wasn't doing anything to better myself at the same time. You know what I mean?
was Nels. So was it just a mentality switch, or was it? Would you say there was a little spiritual growth, maybe spiritual type of thing, or not?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Honestly, I think nails helped me like figure myself out more because I was like happy and I like that's when I realized like I wanted to better myself, I guess, because I found something that like felt like me. Because like for a while, like in high school, I felt like I didn't know myself, but nails helped me get to know myself in a way, and like finding my career path helped me. So
And to all the shawties that are kind of going through something, because you said a little bit before you were like, I was sad, but I wasn't doing anything about it. What is some advice you can give to the shawties that are currently going through that?
just like
Or
definitely
what
like,
helped you?
finding my passion, but I don't know how to explain that. Like I think I just like instead of like saying that I'm gonna do something, I actually sat down and did it and like made like the baby steps that we were talking about to get to where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't just like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it together." Like I actually sat there and got it together.
And you think it was, you know what though? What I just caught though, it was the trial and error, because we always say just find your passion or do what you want to do that makes you happy, and it's like we say it. A lot of people say it as if the idea and the thought is like, oh, do whatever I want. Okay, I want to go do wrestling or I want to go box. It doesn't happen just like that. You need to have that trial and error, and what you had, you're like, okay, I do like beauty. I'm gonna try the wax thing, and then you try the wax thing, but you're like, I'm not really messing
my
with the
forte,
wax,
yeah.
and then you start doing eyelashes. Eyelashes is cool.
Not for me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eyelashes is cool, but I'm not really feeling it. I'm trying nails, and then boom, you try nails. And it's like, oh shit. Those two L's that may have seemed like, oh shit, I still don't know what I want to do, help you find yourself, and since you find yourself, you was
Yeah.
able to go through that passion. So I think, would you say like basically just try? I think really what it is
Yeah.
just try, because without action, it's like, no disrespect to anybody, and sometimes I don't even like to speak on this because everyone's going through different shit. Everyone has their own perspective of life. Everyone's been through their own thing. But one of the biggest things you do is just try.
Also, like, not to let fear stop you from doing what you want to do. Because, like, I think we were talking about that in Cara and, like, how in high school, like, we let, like, what people's thoughts stop us from doing a lot because we were scared of what they would think about us. So that's, like, a big thing, I think. Because especially when you're young, like, you're more vulnerable and you care about what people think about you more, that you're, like, so scared to do anything.
But you're just young too. Like your brain is not even. Our brain is still not developed
Yeah.
fully. I think you have to be like
And then-
26,
I thought it was 25.
some shit like
Something
that.
like that.
You're the smart one. You're the smart one.
Mm,
But
I wouldn't say that.
But yeah, and I started realizing that too. But that type of experience brings wisdom. Like, I was just talking about this with my friends the other day. I started picking up. I used to hate on reading and all that type of
still
shit.
do, honestly.
You still do?
Yeah.
Well, I used to like bash on that type of shit, and then I started picking up books, and I started like, oh shit, there is a lot of knowledge here, but also the action and just living your life is gonna bring more wisdom than anything in this world. When I went to Europe, when before I was a full-on atheist, like full-on atheist. Yeah. Why you smiling? No. No, I was like a full on like bashing on that, all that type of shit. But I had to have that experience. So now I'm like, you know what? I started like, you know what? I do believe in God. And when I started believing in God, I started moving in a different way. Like I started way more confidence, way more. It's like.
Is that what you feel like helped you grow?
There's a few things that really helped me grow. Growing up, I was always scared of disappointing my dad. That's one thing I was always scared of.
I feel like that's like a big thing for a lot of people. Like not making your parents proud.
Parents, but also specifically my dad, because my dad he immigrated from Mexico, left his home, left his language, left his family, left everything to come over here to follow his dream. And his dream was to become a mechanic and have his own shop. And as I'm getting older, he's kind of telling me his life. And he's like, yeah, I worked at McDonald's. Yeah, I worked at this place. I got fired from this place. This place didn't hire me because I didn't have papers. Oh, I remember getting deported once or twice. This, that. And hearing that story motivated me. And then also just be like, bro, what's my excuse? Like, really? Like, what is my excuse? Like, I live here. I know the language.
You have more of an advantage.
I know that I have more of an advantage. We live in a time where social media is huge. Like, take advantage of it. Create instead of consume. So that always motivated me from an early age. But it wasn't until COVID when I was sitting down and I was just like, bro, what am I doing? I'm just on my phone all day, not doing shit, smoking weed.
That was me for
you know what I mean?
minute,
Just smoking weed, just kicking it. And I was like, I need to become better. Gym, I believe a strong body is a strong mind. You get your body right, your mind gonna get right. And I started doing that. But definitely I started opening, because the thing is, I was very hard-headed, and I was knocking down religion and knocking down God before I even picked the book up, before I even picked the idea of it being real. I was always like, nah, it's not real. Let me tell you why. Instead of like, actually, could it be real? You see what I'm saying? And not to turn into this whole little religion thing, but it was just that moment when I realized, like, I do believe in God, and ever since I believe in God, my life has only gotten better. I'm moving with more purpose. I'm making more videos. I'm bettering myself in this way. I'm having more conversations with people. My life has only gotten better. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I just started having this different type of confidence.
You have like a better mindset.
Better mindset, but different type of confidence.
Yeah.
Would you say you a confident person?
Yes, but I think I can be more confident. Like, I think the one thing that knocks me down is getting on video. Because I think I'm confident, and then someone pulls out their, like, phone to videotape, and I'm like, all right, I'm running.
But that's why we practicing, though, right?
Yeah. No, that's why I came on here.
Exactly. We practicing, and I'd rather, think about it, we'd rather have you practice right now, early into the BaddieNailsByKi, page, instead of you blew up and then someone pulls out the camera and you're already running away from the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you already like this sensation,
mm-hmm.
instead the next time, or when you are this sensation and then they pull out the phone and you're like, yeah, I practice, I'm ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to be able to like get in front of camera when I do blow up. Like, I want to be comfortable. But I think I feel more comfortable now. Like, doing this was a baby step that I needed.
This is chill though. We good.
No,
like,
yeah, no.
Chill,
I feel good.
We good. But
you talking about like making your dad proud, do you think that he's proud of you and how you are today? Like, have you had that conversation with your parents?
I did ask him that. I asked him, I'll say about a year ago. I was like, hey, Dad, are you proud of me? And he pondered over it for a little bit. And he was like, yeah. Context. I was like, Dad, are you proud of me? And then I kind of brought up, I'm like, I don't like, because at the time I was 20, 21. I think I was 20.
You were doing this though, right? Still?
No.
Oh, you weren't doing this yet?
Yeah, this is
okay.
This is kind of new. No, he didn't even know about the whole YouTube aspiration thing. It was just me, just like.
Were you going to school?
That was, yeah, I was. But that was whew. I remember that day when
you told him
when I told him everything.
Are you going to school now?
I graduated. I graduated with the associates.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna go back because I go back because I look at school a different way now. With the mentality switch, it's like you can look at it just getting your diploma, but I also look at it when I go there. I network. I shout out every class knows that I'm a YouTuber.
No, you're really good.
You know what I mean? Because I'll promote myself, and it's not fake. It's like, first off, it's not like when I walk in there, hey y'all, I'm a YouTuber, fuck with my YouTube channel. No. It's like I fuck with them, cracking jokes. Everyone's like, it's on some first name basis, like, hey, what's up, Mario? How you been? Yada yada yada. And then out of nowhere, I'll hit them with like, hey, you know I make YouTube videos, right? Yeah. And then by then, they crack out the phone. They're like, oh, for real? What is it?
It's nice because you like build a connection with them before starting off with that, because like when you start off with that, they don't know you and they know like you're not trying to be genuine with them, you know.
And you know, I don't know how you feel about it, or if you had this type of connection. How many people? First off, how many people know that you want to be like this big sensation in the nail industry?
I feel like I don't tell.
You don't really tell that much people?
Yeah, I don't really tell anyone. I feel like I haven't really talked about it with anyone about wanting to be like a nail influencer besides that one.
This shit stopped. Oh, it didn't stop. It didn't stop. We good.
When this happens, do you like revisit like the conversation that you're having?
What do you mean?
Like, do you go back to the same question and then like restate what you're saying?
Depends. Because I like it to be authentic.
Yeah.
But these type of moments though, kind of going back with like the practicing and you know you need the little trial and error. These type of moments, I take it with like with a smile on my face because like yeah right now like let's just say if I didn't notice and we lost 10 minutes of footage, it's like all right, lesson learned. Like always make sure someone's behind the camera or hey make sure you're always paying attention.
Yeah.
But also, I know one day when I'm in my studio. Or I know one day when I have a crew working for me and they're going to be like this, they're going to be like that. They're going to be saying like, you're good. Or, hey, they do the mic checks and shit for me. I'm a reminisce on the days like, I remember when I did that. Yeah, you know what I mean? So this is, I take all this shit with a smile. Like, I don't take nothing pessimistic. You know what I mean?
As you should.
What we talking about though? I was going to talk about.
You asked me how many people have or know that I want to be like a nail.
Yeah. And I bring that up because when I bring up the YouTube thing, it's kind of like everybody wants to be a YouTuber at least one point in their life, or some people, not everybody.
I think you do a lot to get to that point, though. Because I think a lot of people say that they want to do that, but they don't do anything to do that.
Exactly. And I think with me, though, is that I truly, like, I was talking to this guy at Yard House. Shout out Eric. He's going to be on this soon. He was telling me, he was like, I don't know. He was like, bro, like literally passionate like that. He was like, bro, like I know you gonna do this shit, dog. I could just tell, like just hearing you speak.
No, you got that mindset
like,
for sure. He's
like, I know you gonna do that shit. And the reason I bring this up is because when I bring up that YouTuber shit and people already get to know me and they know my mindset, in a sense, the word isn't vulnerable, but the word is like they seem like they're more open to tell me what they want to do. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my ambition, my goal is so big and grand that they don't get intimidated with the fact that like, oh shit, he's trying to be a YouTuber. I'm just trying to be let's just say a police officer.
You're really motivating.
Instead, what I've noticed with people is that they're like, oh shit, his goal is fucking huge. You know what, Mario? I actually really want to be a lawyer, and I want to be a lawyer in this way, and I want to go to school, and I want to do this, and right now I'm working hard to get my money to go into law school and shit like that. They seem more like, yeah, let me tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of like, getting weird. I don't know. That's just something I've noticed.
Yeah, and I feel like it's because you're really genuine too.
I think that's the way to move in life. What's the point of being fake type shit? But you asked me about my dad. Oh, I had that conversation
with him, and if he's proud of you.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Dad, so are you proud of me? And I kind of brought up all the negatives. I was like, I'm in school, but I don't have a diploma yet because at the time I didn't graduate. I'm living with you. I'm just working a minimum wage job. And I was pointing out the negative things. And then he kind of like, he was eating. And he was like, no, like, I'm proud of you. And he's like...
That's so nice to hear.
It was so nice to hear. But he was like, Why? Because first off, he's like, you're 20 years old. You're 20 years. He doubled down on that. He's like, you are 20 years old. You are very, very, very young. When I was 20, I couldn't even speak English. He was just kind of more just like, wait. He's like, I see that. I know that you go to the gym. You take care of yourself physically, from the way that you dress, from the way that you speak. I can tell that you're not smoking and drinking every night. I could tell you don't get in trouble with the police. You're not, like, I hear other stories about my other friends, and their son is doing this, their son is doing that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I'm proud of you. And just keep doing, like, in a sense, like, just keep doing you. But he doubled down on the main fact that you are 20 years old. And I think our age, we do that shit so much. Yeah. Where we think, like, right now, 22, we think we're grown. Like, oh, shit, like I don't have my life together yet.
You know, that's like everybody right now. Like, all my friends are talking about how they don't know what to do after school. But it's like, we're still young. I feel like things will always fall into place.
But, like, how do you feel now that you know what you want to do and you have your purpose? Do you feel like yeah, like...
I still, like everyone, I still have my doubts sometimes. But then I'm like, I'm going to keep pushing. Like, doesn't matter, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think it's normal to have your doubts, but, like, I know that I'm going to still make it because I have the mindset to. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I have the vision, I guess.
Yeah. Also, I appreciate the fact that you asked about my dad. That was dope. That was cool.
Yeah, because I feel like it's, like, so nice to hear about, like, your family being proud of you.
Thank you.
And you said that was, like, a big thing to you. So.
And I know your family going to be proud of you. One day they're going to...
I think, no, they will, yeah. My family is proud of me. Like, my mom tells me, like, that she's proud of me. I think it's just, like, they would have been, like, proud of me differently if I went to school. But, like, now that they see that I am where I'm at and that, like, I'm really serious about it, like...
And that you're trying.
Yeah, and that I'm trying, like, they're really happy for me. Like, my grandma was the one who was, like really didn't want me to... Not necessarily do this, but she really wanted me to go to school. Like, she was even saying that a couple months ago. But, like, now, like, I was telling her, like, oh, my God, like, I'm almost fully booked for May. Like, I'm starting to get, like, a lot of new clientele. She was telling me that she's really happy for me and that, like, she realizes, like, this is a thing for me.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really nice to hear. It was
extremely nice to hear.
Yeah.
It's like an affirmation point, or like a...
Yeah, I'm like, that's like I made it.
Like another step, like, oh, shit. Yeah. Well, you already making those steps every day, but then when you hear that type of shit, it's like, you just make it like a jump.
You're like it motivated me more.
It feels good, you know what I mean?
I'm like, oh, I really got to keep pushing after
and they notice, people notice. That's why I love giving people their flowers, bro. Like, I don't care about... Because a lot of people, like, they like to keep shit to themselves, which is cool. But, like, I love to give people their flowers because it makes you feel some type of way.
Mm-hmm. It makes you feel more motivated.
Exactly.
Like, when I go out and I hear, like, something that was, like, really big to me was my photo shoot. And, like, people, like, gave me my flowers for that for sure. Like, when I was hearing that, thank you. When I was hearing it, I was like, damn, like, I'm going to keep pushing. Like, I want the next one to be even better.
Oh, yeah. I have this last segment. Since you yapping hella, so we gotta cut it short. Okay.
I know you're not talking. You're like a certified yapper.
Chill. We're on camera. Chill. Look at that. Can you give the homie some game? You're the first shawty on the podcast, right? I'm usually always talking to dudes. Nah, I gotta wait. What? What are you talking about?
You said I'm always talking to dudes?
No, I'm saying I'm usually always talking to
dudes. Okay, I thought you said me. I was like...
You are anyway.
You do not want me to be up on camera right now because you don't want to start, trust me.
You don't want to start? I'm not going to bring it up. Anyways, so yeah, I want to do this little segment where I pick the brain of a beautiful woman. As a woman as aspirational as yourself, how important is the ambition in the man that you choose?
Have you ever heard of, like, same feathers flock together? I feel like it's really important for you, what you said, like, when a man has aspirations, right? Mm-hmm. You said it's really important for you to surround yourself with people that, like, dream big, like you said, because when you're with people that, like, or when you're with someone, I guess, that isn't motivated, like, you feel dragged down. Like, you do not feel like getting up and pushing yourself. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's really important for you to be with someone that is doing a lot for themselves and also wants you to do a lot for themselves.
But is it okay? But does the dream matter? Does
their dream?
Yeah, like in the sense of, okay, you're trying to do nails and you're trying to be big in, you know, the industry. If, let's just say, some other guy's dream was, hey, I want to, you know, like I want to be, like, let's just say he moves trash, but like one day I want to own all the trash businesses in Oceanside. And that's going to take dedication, that's going to take time, but you can see that he's passionate. It's not necessarily what it is, it's just the way that he's moving, the passion behind it. Basically what I'm asking you is, does the job or the occupation matter?
No.
Or is it just the passion that matters?
I think it's the passion. Like, if they have the drive, that's what matters to me. Because, like, if your dream is important to you, then it should be important to me if I'm with you. You know what I mean? So I feel like if that's what their dream is, then, like, I'm happy for them. And that, like, their passion is still going to motivate me regardless of what their dream is.
Is that attractive, though? Or is that something you noticed? Is that something like you ask on the first date type shit?
No, that's probably not my first. I feel like, honestly, like, I haven't had, like, the conversation, like, with my, like, the same questions that you've asked me. I haven't had that conversation with my friends. Like, I don't think that, like, a lot of people get deep like you do normally.
I'm just different.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay, thank you. Do you think men get intimidated with a woman as, like, ambitious as you, or just women in general that are very?
I think that if they aren't, like, ambitious themselves, yeah, because they're gonna feel threatened and they feel like, oh, like, I can't match what she's doing. Like, I feel like they would get insecure about it.
So you're just gonna diss the homies like that? Nah, okay.
I ain't dissing nobody.
Just good.
If you feel dissed, then work harder.
All right. Then work harder. Ooh, okay, talking shit then. Talking shit. Okay, last question. Is it attractive to you when a man is spiritually in tune, or is that shit gay? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Or is that shit just like, is that like?
Yeah, I think it's important to, like, be in touch with your emotions, because I feel like a lot of men tend to, like, push their feelings away and they don't really, like, think deeper. And I think, like, you get, like, surface level with them. And I don't know, I just feel like you don't know yourself if you don't think that way, I guess.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean in the sense that guys kind of push their feelings away? Because I hear that shit a lot, but, like, I never understand.
Well, you're, like you said, you're different, so you wouldn't know. But
hey, she said it, not me.
I do feel like a lot of guys think, like, I feel like toxic masculinity takes over, because, like, I think a lot of guys feel like they have to, like, hide their emotions because of how society is. I think it's definitely, like, changing now. It's getting a little bit better. But, like older generations, like, don't believe in therapy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they make them scared to talk about what they want to talk about and talk about their feelings. Like, they want to push it away. Mm-hmm. Did I answer your question? You
did, but it's like
what are you trying to ask?
Should I rebuttal type shit, or should I just say that for a different episode? Because I see what you're saying. Like, what does toxic masculinity mean?
If that don't make sense to you, cut this part out. Cut this part out.
Should we cut it out?
Yeah,
we're gonna cut it out. We're gonna cut it. Yeah, y'all don't know what the fuck we talking about. We gonna cut it out. She was basically flirting with me like the whole time. That's what we gonna cut out. But but hold on. Thank you. I want to end it with, again, giving you flowers. I love the shit that you're doing. There's a reason why I picked you to be on this podcast. There's a reason why I picked you to be the first shawty on your podcast. Because, one, I see what you're doing. I see the content that you're putting out every single day. You're putting out your schedule every single day. You're putting out edits every single day. You're showing different clients' nails. So I love seeing that shit, and it shows me that you're doing it. And then also, I've done this a few times as a test. I've told people, hey, yo, I want you on the pod, right? Now, I'm not saying I'm not supposed to be the first priority or anything, but I said, hey, I want you on the pod, and we kind of talk about it, and they're like, yeah, it's dope, hella promo, this, that. But they don't get back to me. You got back to me. You were like, hey, yo, when we doing it?
I'm a woman of my word.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But to me, that's what I'm saying. Like, I see that. And that's what shows me. It's like, okay, whoever was next, nah, because I wanted you next. But, like, it was just like, okay, she's next for sure. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put a homie in. No. It's like, she shows that she wants it. What's the expression called? Closed mouth, don't get fed. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I heard that and I saw that, I was like, she's really with the shits. And she's trying to get out her zone. You hit me up. So again, this is all part of the flowers where I'm like, I see that shit in you. Keep it going. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too.
This ain't the first one. This ain't gonna be the only pod we do.
Yeah.
Next time, shit, we might be in a bigger studio. Next time,
you know what
I mean? We'll be back. We'll be back. Well, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Thank you.
Yeah, she hugging me and shit. Okay, I'll cut that out. I cut it out.
Here you go.
Red, damn, right out the bat. Okay, we're gonna sign it right next to the. Pick somewhere else. What the fuck? Like, pick somewhere cool. Or end of the star since you put a star on my shit.
Okay.
Alright, boom. Don't fuck it up, though. Oh, we're gonna be here for a cool 2 minutes, y'all.
Shut up.
Baddie. Hit the period real quick. Period.
Oh, period.
Tight shit. Boom. Episode 3 in the motherfucking bugs. You're...